Hey, Mike Hobbs here with video number 3 of our blog traffic series. Now I'm going to be talking about tapping into your current social media following. Now in the last couple videos we talked about, syndication groups and broadcasting your emails. Well, this is really the very first step of my syndication process on the internet to cold traffic, I guess you can say. They're not really cold because they're your social media following. But it's our first step going in that direction. And this is a very, very important step. A lot of people leave a lot of money on the table because they're not tapping into their social networks the proper way. So I'm going to show you how to do it the proper way in this video, and make sure that you do this. Okay. Now, if you don't have a social media following, then you may want to consider building a social media following and adding friends daily. And if you don't want to add friends, get people to add you, okay? And that's a different training on a different subject. But just consider that because the internet has become a social community, okay? People love social networks. People love videos. People love blogs, okay? So you've got to start building those social media following if you want tons of blog traffic, okay? Because bottom line is people want to, be involved with you. They want to know who you are. They want to know more about you without actually talking to you. Okay, and that's what social media allows you to do very, very easily. Like I feel like I know some people on my social media sites more than my next door neighbors. Okay, just because you can see it all, it's all right there in front of us. So anyway, here's my process in syndicating to social media sites. Step number 1 is you need to get your blog post. So here's your blog post. For example, we're just going to continue to use this blog post, the Finish Your Race blog post. Then we go to a site called socialmediabar.com, socialmediabar.com. And we put our blog through this. Now the reason we put it through here is because it actually makes your blog very social media friendly. So it actually shows a nice thumbnail. Now, because not all blog themes have this. It doesn't show a nice thumbnail. It doesn't have the description the way you want it. It doesn't have the URL. And sometimes social media may block certain domains and things like that in companies or whatever. But the social media bar will prevent all that, and it'll allow you to actually get more shares and more social media, syndication virally. Okay? So use social media bar on your blogs. So how do you do that? Well, it's really simple. You just put your URL to your blog right there. You put the title that you want it to show right there. You put the page description, which is just like a call to action to go to your blog. And then the image URL. This is probably the hardest part of the whole thing. You can figure it out though. I have faith in you. Basically, you either upload an image to PhotoBucket and get the direct URL, or you upload an image to your media section and put that direct URL right there. But figure it out. Sorry about that. Figure it out and just do it. Okay? Figure out how to get an image on the internet. All right? One that you want to use. So I just used this image right here that I put in my actual blog post. Okay? And you throw that in there. And then right here in the URL slug, you actually can put spaces in here and it'll actually replace them with dashes. So I'm just going to say, let's see, finish the race, don't quit, something like that. And if it's not available, it'll tell me, and I'll click create link. See what happens here. All right, there we go. URL to share. Now make sure you save this URL. Don't exit this page. You can't come back and get the URL. There's nowhere to log in, nowhere to find this URL. So save it, put it on your notepad or however you save your URLs, just save it, okay? Now that we got this is the actual URL we're going to start advertising. So let me just show you what this looks like now if I actually go to this URL. So open it up. And you'll see that it's a lot more social media friendly once it pulls up here. So look right here. See how it has a social media bar at the top? It has a Facebook like button, has a tweet button, a LinkedIn, a Google Plus. Okay. and all that cool stuff. So here's the process of syndicating on your social media. It actually makes it really easy for you when you use the social media bar, because now you can just click on the like button at the top and add a comment if it'll let you. Sometimes it doesn't let me on the Facebook one, but I'll show you how to do that manually if it doesn't let you. But right here here's how easy this is. You can click tweet, and it's going to pull up your Twitter, and it might ask you to log in. And then what you do is you create some kind of call to action to come watch this video. Wow, this video was amazing. I try not to cry. Or try to watch this without crying. Okay, there we go. So that's going to be my ad. Okay, so that's going to be my post. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm actually going to put this in a notepad. Okay, so let me just open up a notepad over here on the right. Okay, so as you can see right here, I put it in a notepad, so it's easier for me to get it later if I want to put this somewhere else. So then I'm just going to click tweet. Okay, so I've done my Twitter. So Twitter's one of the places you want to do it to. LinkedIn. And this is really cool how the social media bar just helps you do this without actually going to those websites. It'll just help you log in, and you're going to just copy and paste the same exact ad. So just like that. Yeah, just like that. Okay, post updates. Now in LinkedIn, you can kill two birds with one stone if you want. Post in groups. We'll talk about that in a later training. But for right now, we're just going to do it in the status updates. I'll show you how to share it later better with LinkedIn. Okay, there we go. So I've shared the link there. So we've tapped into Twitter and LinkedIn so far. Then we've got Google+, which is a very important one. Okay, we talked about Google+ on one of our team webinars the other day. You can literally rank for keywords on Google+ with people inside your circles. So just keep that in mind. I post every single one of my videos there. Okay, I post the same exact ad. So the same exact thing right there. And I always use my circles, extended circles, and click share, because that goes out to everybody when you do that. There we go. So we've got Google+, we've got LinkedIn, we've got Twitter, and then there's one last one, but which you definitely don't want to leave out of the table, is Facebook. Okay, you know, if it doesn't work on the social media bar, you need to go to Facebook manually and go to all of your personal pages. Okay, don't worry about groups right now. We'll talk about that in a later training. But it's easy enough. You just basically paste it into Facebook just like so. Okay, and you post. Okay, and then you would go to any, if you own pages. So if you have like I have a fan page and I have a group. So what I would also do is I would go to my fan page and I would post there, and then I would go to my group, my personal group, and this just depends if you have this stuff. So right there, and I would post it in my personal group as well. Just like that. And that's it for now. Okay, so basically to kind of recap, oh yeah, there's one last place. Sorry guys, this is a bonus place. It's called Pinterest. Now Pinterest is really easy. Actually, you just have to go to your blog post itself, and then you install what they call a pin it bar right here on your bookmarks. Okay, and you can do that easily. You could just go over to Pinterest and click Add Plus, and or actually, sorry guys, you click on About, and then you click on, or you hover over About and you click on Pin It button, and you install the Pin It button on your bookmarks. Okay, so just follow the instructions here. It's step by step. Okay, and then once you do that, you just go over to your blog post and you click on the little Pin It just like so. And what it'll do, hold on. Okay, yeah, what I think happened was I went to the blog post that with the social media bar, so it doesn't seem like it's pinning it from here with the social media bar. So what you'll do is you'll go to the original blog post without the social media bar, okay? And then you click pin it, because I guess it just doesn't pin it the social media bar. But anyway, so you go to the regular blog post without social media bar, and look at this. You can choose whatever images, videos, and stuff that show up in your blog. I always like to choose an image because Pinterest is all about images. And then when you click it, look at that. And if you want, you can put the same message, put it in a good category. I'll just do personal development and click pin it. And that's it, guys. Those are the social sites that I personally do every single time I syndicate a blog. It's very, very effective, okay? And the beautiful thing is it's easy. Wasn't that easy? I literally copied and pasted to Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest. All right, come on. It's Google Plus. That's it. All right, that's how simple it is. But you got to make sure you do this. Whether you do it or you outsource it, it has to get done. It has to get done because you have to tap into those current followers that you have. Okay, just like we talked about when we were broadcast emailing. You want to get this repeat traffic, repeat visitors from a warm market, and your email list is a little bit warmer market, especially if you're emailing them daily. And your social media is also a warmer market if you're getting in front of them daily and they're seeing your face, they're seeing your content, you're seeing your videos, they're seeing your blog posts. So it's vitally important. Now in the next video, I'm going to expand on this one and tell you how to get massive traffic, really tapping into millions of people by copy and pasting. Literally, you copy and paste and you'll tap into millions of people. All right, this is almost cheating the system, but it's not. So tap in the next video, and I look forward to seeing you there. Have an awesome day, and comment below with any of your feedback. Okay, I would love to see what you think of this strategy. So with that, make it a great day.